So people keep asking us if we're going to do this review. Yeah, I'm thinking we're going to do this review. We just got back from John Wick, the Keanu Reeves action movie. Yeah, so I like action movies. Sam's not as big of them as I am, but she's okay with them, as you said.
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves hasn't been in a movie in a couple of years. I think the last one he did was Man of Tai Chi. So it's a martial arts. No, actually, I take that back. Last one he did was 47 Ronin. I did not see 47 Ronin, but I heard it sucked.
I did not see that either. I think the only one I saw him in was...
Only movie in general you ever saw him in? Matrix? Constantine?
Probably Matrix.
Alright, because okay, full disclosure, generally speaking, I like this movie. I actually had a lot of fun in this movie. What about you?
I liked it. I like some of the, like,
oh,
I'm gonna stab you.
There's some choices that are weird in this.
I'm just like, oh.
But, no, yeah, generally, I'm not overly a big Keanu Reeves fan. I say this a lot about certain actors. I don't hate him like a lot of other people do, but he's just very bland and one-noted half the time. The only exception I've ever really had from him was in Constantine. I liked him in Constantine, even though he's a departure from the character a bit. But I do like Constantine. No, I actually generally had fun with this movie. That was really fun.
I don't think he was bad. He wasn't bad in this.
No,
I've never really
I was
seen
surprised.
him
He actually had a few moments of genuine acting in this movie. Like when there's before we're probably gonna do spoilers in this, so it all depends on how certain movies go. Yeah, we're probably gonna do spoilers. So
most of our
there's a scene where he's mourning his wife, and you literally see him trying to compose that. But then when she gives him the gift of the dog, which you see in the trailer, he's breaking down over reading his last words from his wife. And he's like, this is a dog to help you grieve, so you're not grieving alone. And you just see him,
because he needs something to love.
Yeah, and then the other scene where he's a decent piece of acting is where he's basically telling the guy about, just tell me where your son is, and I'll kill, and I'm gonna kill him, and I'll be done. And and it's where that line comes in, where it's just like, people keep asking me if I'm back. I haven't given them a straight answer, but yeah, I'm thinking I'm back. Tell me where your son is, or I'll kill you both. And it's a bit more intense in that scene than it was in the trailer. No, I generally actually really like it's a standard action flick. It is. There's nothing really original about it. Because what is it? It's the guy who got out, and then he's drawn back in. Mm-hmm. He's a retired Russian hitman, but he's that retired Russian hitman that everyone knows, minus
for stupid
minus the dumbass son. Because literally, again, trailer, no spoilers there. The son of the lead mob guy that Keanu Reeves used to work for steals his car and kills his dog just for the car. And then he takes it to John Leguizamo's chop shop, and John Leguizamo immediately just looks at him and just like, "Where'd you get this car?" It's like, just punches him. Mercedes like, "Get the fuck out of my shop!" Just get the fuck out of my shop. Then John goes to him later. John Wick, Keanu Reeves, and just like, the car's like, "It was here." And we were talking about this. Here's how you know how badass a character is supposed to be. When the head of the Russian mob in that area calls up John Leguizamo, is like, "I heard you hit my son." Yes. It's like, why did you do that? He stole John Wick's car and killed his dog. And then you just hear the guy go, "Oh." when a Russian head of a mob just like, "Oh, fuck." This guy's badass. And yeah, the action pieces in this movie are really fucking good. It's high paced, but not to the point where you're not seeing shit. You're seeing every movement. If there was such a thing as gun fu, Keanu Reeves is the master of gun fu. The things he's doing with just a handgun are amazing. And when he doesn't have a handgun, he is fucking killing motherfuckers. He literally punches a knife into a guy's chest. I don't just mean like in Expendables 2, where Jean-Claude Van Damme punched the giant knife into Liam Hemsworth's chest. No, I mean, it's like a struggle, and then Keanu while holding guys, it goes boom, boom, starts punching him into his chest. Oh man. You want to add anything while I'm just going off here?
Oh well, just lots of stuff.
lots of stuff. Yeah, I mean, you don't like action.
I like some of the characters that killed off some people. He should have killed the biatch. I knew she was gonna come back.
Of course
you should have fucking killed her.
Okay, what happens
you
is
should have Killed her!
What happens is the mob, head of the mob, who was actors I can't remember off the top of my head, basically puts a hit out on John Wick. And a couple guys are going after him. Mostly this, I believe her name is Miss Perkins is her name. And she's going after him. And she tries to kill him in his hotel room. And he gets saved by Willem Dafoe, who we'll talk about in a little
Willem
bit.
Dafoe.
And, you know, he gets her. And he could have killed her, but he lets her go for information. She gets away and then basically rats out Willem Dafoe, who is protecting him. And, you know, then she gets her comeuppance in a way we'll talk about in just a minute. But, a few of the John, yeah, you see that William Dafoe and Ian McShane are in this. Ian McShane's the Winston character, the guy he meets in the bar, and then the guy who sets up Perkins, the girl at the end. They're both basically actually friends of John Wick because it's
because they're badass.
Yes, they are bad. Ian McShane's badass in his own like suave way. Willem Dafoe's just badass. But no, it's like there's a hotel and it's basically, you know, it's a mob hotel kind of. It's gangster. Underworld, all that stuff. There's rules and codes of conduct, and she breaks the rules by doing business in the hotel. And you know, he meets his old friend Ian McShane in there, and they talk and gives information and stuff like that in the bar. Willem Dafoe is essentially like an old friend who's also a hitman, who's hired to kill him, but as that actually protects him because he is his friend. And yeah, but those guys, they're surprisingly not in the film that much. Willem Dafoe's in there a bit more than Ian McShane. Ian McShane, I think, has like 2 scenes.
Yeah.
In the bar, and then where he sets up Perkins, because Perkins rats up Willem Dafoe. Willem Dafoe gets basically caught by the mob guy.
Which makes me sad.
Yeah, but you know what? He went out like a champ.
Yeah.
Because he's like, you know, my son went out easy, but they're going to go out on my terms. And he's just like, no, I'm going out on fucking mine. Just takes a few guys out, shoots them, then gets shot. And it's just by the bitch. And you know, the guy just holds the gun to him, just like, see, told ya, just well played. And then, you know, but then Ian McShane basically sets him up, sets up the woman, and she gets basically shot 4 times by 4 different guys. It's like, you know, your reservation here has been, you know, revoked by your own hand, no less. I like the guy who was the what's the name?
The guy
at the counter.
Yes,
the guy at the counter.
I
I don't know the actor's name. He's an African American actor. But he speaks basically like almost with an African accent, but I almost want to say there's like a little bit like
be a French accent.
Yeah, almost like a French accent. I liked him a lot. He was very, you know, charming. You know, there's that scene you see in the trailer where it's just like, you know, how good's your dry cleaning? He's like, I hate to tell you, no one's that good. I thought not. It's like, is the doctor in? Of course, always. And Suburban, that'd be perfect. Because that's one thing I liked about this movie, is that despite how badass Keanu Reeves is, he is extremely badass. He takes out basically the entire bodyguard system of an entire club by himself. He's still getting the shit kicked out of him in this movie. I mean, but he's like a mob fighter. He knows how to fight, but he'll fight dirty to the umpteenth degree. He's like biting some guy's finger, gouging his eyes out. We're seeing bone snap.
I also like how everyone knows kind of what he's doing, and they're all just like, oh, even the cop.
That was great. That was great. He fucking takes out all these guys to his house. The cop basically comes up and is like, we're getting some noise complaints, John. Yeah, and there's just leans in, sees a biohar. You working again? No, just sorting some things out. Okay. Take it easy, John's like, you know who this man is. Just back away. There's some good bits of humor in this. There really are.
Oh, yeah.
It's particularly, surprisingly from Keanu Reeves, too, because Keanu Reeves is usually very deadpan. He is. That's one of the things I hear a lot of people don't like about Keanu Reeves.
But deadpan works in this.
For some reason, it works in this. And when he's not being actually deadpan, like I said, those 2 bits of acting, particularly when he's like talking, when he's grieving over his wife, because he's actually a pretty decent silent actor. He's got good facial expression. He carries himself actually pretty well. What else? I mean, there's a lot I could say. I mean, there's a few things that are like didn't really bother me, but stuck out. Like when he's getting gas. The only thing I can think of in this scene is like, my God, gas was $3.83 at one point. I was looking at the prices. I noticed the prices. Like, you're charging a 1969 or filling up a 1969 Mustang at $3.83 a gallon. I'm assuming it's $3.83 a gallon, or is he putting like on premium in there? I have no idea. But
it's like $2.99 by my house, or it was.
Oh yeah, it's almost like down below $3 now. It's great. We live in Massachusetts, so in a good area for gas at the moment. But there was some weird thing, like they overused. I told you about this in theory. I thought they overused the soundtrack a bit. Like there was moments where, like when the cleanup crew came, they had this really cool action beat going on. What? I mean, yeah, it's kind of interesting.
It's cool, but I think the music was a little too cool for cleanup.
Yeah, and there's a few other moments in there where it's like, this music shouldn't really be playing right now. I didn't buy that last fight that much, where he was fighting the Russian guy.
Yeah, wasn't that
Does
great.
a Russian head? He looks like he's in his 40s to 50s. He's fighting Keanu Reeves on somewhat equal terms in the rain. The only thing that I can accept as maybe an excuse is that because he's a Russian mobster, they do tend to be very brutal in how they fight. Because Russia is very brutal in training and stuff like that. If you ever need an example of how brutal the Russian mob can be in a movie, watch Eastern Promises with Viggo Mortensen. My God, is he fucking people up in that movie? Holy crap! Oh yeah. Viggo Mortensen is one of those guys who's not in a lot of movies.
I apparently say his name improperly because I pronounce the Viggo Mortensen.
If you ever meet him, just say his name. I'm so pleased to meet you, Viggo Mortensen. Just looks at you.
If he corrects me, then I'll say it correctly.
He's not in a great deal of movies very often, but when he shows up, he's a world-class caliber actor.
I liked him in Hidalgo, but then again, it's a horse movie.
Well, you like horses anyway, but no, I heard Hidalgo is actually pretty entertaining.
Yeah, I have it on DVD.
But I mean, the movie is predictable. The movie opens up very close to the end of the film, where Keanu Reeves' character looks like he's dying on the ground. He does.
No. I thought he was gonna die.
Yeah, I thought. I mean, I wouldn't have been surprised. Yeah. I would not. He doesn't die at the end, surprisingly. Because he gets stabbed twice in the same fucking place. How the hell are you living through this?
Apparently, he has a lot of iron in his...
Also, it's like he's a man of focus and will, something you know very little of, son. The son in this was a complete and utter fucking moron.
I just wanted him to die.
And he dies. He does.
No.
He dies.
I wanted him to die painfully.
No, unfortunately, William Dafoe dies painfully.
Yeah.
I mean, he goes out on his own terms. Right on, William. But the movie is predictable. It opens up. I wouldn't say it's like a quick explanation, but it does speed through the whole. His wife died of a disease. I think I'm gonna say cancer. They never specify.
I have no idea. She just
they speed through that pretty quick, but it's not like his wife's already dead. It's not like we're dealing with the aftermath. He actually does go to the funeral and all that and things like that. So we're dealing with.
It's not a very long section. Like it doesn't go through it like slow.
It's like 20 minutes. 20 minutes. So the dog's dead, and she had to cover her eyes on that. Now I'd be lying if I said there's some fucked up scenes in this movie. Like we see that they dragged the fucking body of the dog that they clubbed over the head in his house to him. What the fuck, man? Then we see him break some necks. We see him pop the arm of the Russian mob guy. There was times I heard the bones popping. Like in that scene in the church where he's basically strangling the guy. I think it was the church. They're strangling the guy. You hear his neck pop. I heard the neck pop on that. I'm like, oh, fuck. There's some brutality in this movie, particularly with guns. Lots and lots of gunplay.
At first, I saw them go into the Russian church and they shot the priest in the leg. I'm like, what the hell?
They said the church was a front.
Yeah, and I found out it was fake. And I was like, oh yeah, it's fake. Wow.
I did like that. God. Just like, he'll kill me if I open that safe. Just shoots the other guy. Yeah, huh? Really? It's like, fuck. What are you gonna do? Do you have any idea what you're gonna do with all that? I'm gonna do this. Just lights it like a grenade and burns to the ground. I'm like, I saw that coming, but whatever.
Why didn't he just have to be killed? Like the other guys.
I would have been just like, yeah. At this point, if I know I'm gonna get killed by these guys, just fucking shoot me now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it is predictable. I didn't care. I mean, not this. The music worked. It did when it needed to work. But yeah. I wish there was more Willem Dafoe and Shane, but that's just me. Keanu Reeves was surprisingly good in this film. I did like also the guy who was playing the head mobster. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. We just went through the.
I've seen him in things
I've
before.
seen him.
I believe.
Yeah, I've seen him too. I just don't know his name off the top of my head. And sat through the credits. We saw his name. But whatever. Is there anything else to talk about from this movie? Because we really did just spoil everything.
Yeah.
The fight choreography is great. Storyline's very basic, but it works for this movie.
They killed one of the favorite people in there.
They killed Willem Dafoe. Willem Dafoe does
They
not need to
also
die.
kill Henry. That crazy lady shoots him in the head with the pillow.
Oh yeah, Henry. Henry's like a guy again, another guy who knows John Wick, and just like he just comes out after he beats the crap out of the girl trying to kill him. It's like, yeah, you want to make a gold coin? Yeah, just keep her there, catch and release, and then she pops her thumb out of the handcuffs.
That was so gross. She popped her thumb out of place. It grossed me out.
I mean, I can dislocate my thumb a little bit, but I'm not gonna pop my joint out completely. Good thing I don't want to ever be in that scenario. So, I mean, I can handle my own in the fight. I don't ever want to be in these scenarios, folks. I would die very quickly, I'm sure.
Me too.
Maybe I'll get one lucky shot off. But by the way, what did that guy think he was going to achieve? That the English guy who worked for him at the end of the movie, but he's like, here, give me a gun, give me a gun.
The American
guy who worked with the Russian mobsters who didn't understand Russian.
I have no freaking idea.
So, because hold on just a second. I got it. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. Oh, well, actually, we still got light, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Fortunately, we got that, so hopefully I didn't just kill the battery.
If we do.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Oh,
it's obviously it's timed. So this is my dad's car, in case you haven't noticed. It looks a little different. My car is currently being worked on. I just got a new vehicle, so I needed to get it worked on. And Mark's currently working, so we can't use his car. But, you know what I think I liked? What they called John Wick. Baba Yaga. Which is Baba Yaga. But I liked how they referred to this, like, Boogeyman. He wasn't so much the Boogeyman. He's the guy you call to kill the Boogeyman. It's like, what? And they keep calling him Baba Yaga. I'm like, I want Mark to be here. Mark could be so... It's like, yay, Baba Yaga. Mark could be just like... Yee. So, yeah. That's really all I can talk about, because really, I could try to find more to talk about.
Most of the rest wasn't really that.
No, it was... And that was another thing. This felt a lot longer than it was.
The dog's name was Daisy.
Oh, yeah.
At the end, when he saves the other dog that was about to be put down, the pit bull.
Did they ever say they were about to be put down? They were just there.
It had a letter on the thing. It said, to be put down.
Oh, wow. I didn't see that. Okay, then, yeah. So he saved a lot. Basically, he ends up saving a pit bull because he's still alive, and he gets, like, medical equipment that are in there to patch himself up. And then he saves a pit bull, and basically now that's his dog. He says,
come on, let's go home.
Let's go home. You know what? And that was actually... It's a nice little ending. I would have been okay with him dying at the end too. I wouldn't have been surprised. Yeah. I'm glad he didn't die. Does it mean we're gonna get a John Wick 2? It all depends how well this one does. I'll talk about one more thing after I get through the trailers. You walked out on this one, the Interstellar trailer.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Well, no, that's a new one I actually haven't seen. Because they've been showing a lot of different ones. I haven't seen that one. It still looks good.
That's the one with Anne Hathaway, right?
Anne Hathaway, Matthew McConaughey, Michael Caine, all that. Earth's dying. They're going to try to find a new world in a different solar system.
Yeah, no,
that's basically
just try and save your own world, you stupid idiots.
And obviously Earth is now to the point in that movie where they can't save it because they've obviously fucked up too bad. Yeah, it's a commentary kind of thing a little bit, but whatever. It's still Christopher Nolan. It's probably going to be amazingly good.
Probably going to bother me.
But, Matthew McConaughey makes a good line in that movie. It's like, there's no point on saving the Earth if everyone is dead by the time we do, basically. Mm-hmm. So, they are on a time frame. They can't take their time. The next one we got, the new one anyway that we got, was Nightcrawler. Because we already seen the Exodus one.
That one, I didn't...
I've been hearing good things about it because it's Jake Gyllenhaal. He's playing this guy who's like he wants to be like this television report. He wants to make it big. He wants to be.
At first, it kind of looked good, but the ending, I just like.
Where he's just standing there smiling, just.
It's freaking creepy.
That's the point. That's the that's the point is that he's not altogether there. He's not. You can tell he's not. And it looks fine. I don't know if I'll see it or I'll get a chance to see it. Next time we got actually this is a new trailer for the Hunger Games we got.
Yeah.
We've had that small mini trailer attached to a few things. This is like a full featured trailer. I didn't see the second one, unfortunately. I did see the first one. I like the first one okay. Me and Mark just didn't have a good experience in that one because we were in the front
any
row.
of them because I haven't read the books, and
Neither
my
have
sister
I.
doesn't want to see the movies because the books, she liked the books, and she knows
Just
the
didn't think
movie's
so.
gonna be different, and she did.
Did she see any of the Harry Potters?
Yeah.
Hypocrite, then!
No, but it's
Did she read the Harry Potters?
Well, I read them with her.
Doesn't matter! Hypocrite!
No, but, like, the Harry Potter ones were done really well.
The Harry Potter were done well, and were done fairly close to the book, but hypocrite!
No, but I probably would feel the same way.
Hypocrite!
No,
there.
it bothers me more now, I feel like, probably.
Whatever. Point being, I haven't read any of the books, so I saw the first one, There's a Mark. It was fine, but
Actually, she did see one of them.
But the problem is, it looks like Mark's going to be out soon. So the thing is that we were in the first movie. We were in the very front row to the end of the aisle, so we're craning our necks up this way, and it was all blurry and fast motion at the time.
Actually, my sister saw the second one. She liked it.
I heard the second one was really good.
It
was better. The first one has its issues. I heard the second one was actually really good. I haven't gotten a chance to see it yet, though. I do kind of want to see this, though. It looks pretty good. It looks good, and
it looks good, but I don't know.
The only thing I don't know is how this is being spaced into 2 movies. Yet the third one is supposed to be the shortest book.
Mm-hmm.
With Deathly Hallows, it made sense why they put it into 2 movies. It was such a long book. Yeah. But I don't know. I mean, I'll probably see it when I get the chance. I'll probably actually try to watch the second one before
like in
then.
The Hobbit.
The last new one we got was I've actually already seen this one. I don't know if you have. Mordecai, the Johnny Depp one.
That looks really funny.
It does surprisingly look funny. He's very bumbling. He's very kind of almost like Inspector Clouseau-ish.
Yes.
But and there's Mark.
Mark needs to make his mustache like that for the movie.
Johnny Depp's kind of getting a flack for playing all these characters. They showed a picture of how he's gonna look like as the big bad wolf in Into the Woods. I'm not sure how I feel about that. You can look it up online, folks. It's not hard to find, but
why can't they just get a wolf?
He doesn't even have. He's like mustache, but it's Johnny Depp's face.
Dude, he's the wolf. He looks like the fucking Bigfoot. I thought he was Bigfoot.
It's apparently Into the Woods is actually based off a play, like a stage play, and he looks like apparently he looks more like the one in the stage play. Which is not the case. Because this is also a musical. I didn't realize Into the Woods was a musical.
A what?
I'm not kidding you. It's a musical, apparently. And Johnny Depp looks like the version of the wolf from the musical. But no, we're not talking about that. We're talking about Mordecai. And
yes.
It looked surprisingly good. Dude, would you like someone to take your bag? Sir? Of course I wouldn't. That's why I have a bloody manservant. Even the manservant's got this look like, seriously, dude.
I wasn't sure who he was like. The manservant looks like this.
I think Johnny Depp is actually. Johnny Depp was once commented that he was considered retiring from acting. But to be fair, that was after the whole Lone Ranger shit happened. That movie bombed something fierce, and he got flack for that. And it's the thing. It was hurt feelings. But he's still got another Pirates movie coming out. He's got another Alice in Wonderland coming out. He's in the new Kevin Smith trilogy.
There's another Alice in Wonderland?
Yes, there is. He's got this coming out. He's got a movie where he's playing, I believe, Whitey Bulger, the criminal. Basically, the movie that the gangster that The Departed is based off of. Internal Affairs is based off of. So, he's got that going. So I think he just needed a break and stuff like that a little bit. Then he also made Transcendence. I actually kind of like Transcendence a little bit. I recognize it has problems. But no, I think Johnny actually does like playing these wacky characters.
Yeah.
He can do the serious roles. We know he can. He's done Fear and Loathing Las Vegas. He's done Donnie Darko. He's done all of these characters. But I think he enjoys doing the wacky. So, yeah, that's all the new trailers we got. Before we go, I'm just going to make a quick comparison. Do I like this more than I like The Equalizer? Because I really enjoyed The Equalizer with Denzel Washington. No, you guys weren't with me for that. If I had to guess, I would say I lean more towards The Equalizer only because the acting is better in The Equalizer. Just for Denzel, as comparative leads, Denzel Washington is the better lead. Just because Denzel Washington is just Denzel Washington. He's charming, all that. But actually, as a whole, maybe I like this movie a little better just because the cast is a bit more ensemble. It's a bit more fun. But as a whole, Yeah, as a whole, I might actually lean towards this movie. But for a lead, I give it to Denzel for Equalizer. So that's all we got. I'm giving this one about an 8 out of 10. This was a solid, fun flick. If you want a good action film this year, apart from The Equalizer, go check this out. I recommend it. What would you say you give it? Hi, Mark. We're doing a review. Hold on, we're almost done.
It's about an 8. Yeah,
About
I
an
don't
8?
know what else I'd really give it since I don't watch many action movies.
Yeah, and
Superhero movies count as
they can count as action,
movies?
but they are a genre in and of themselves. We are doing a review. Give us one moment. I can't. This is electric lock.
This is
He wants me to roll the other bit. Someone vomited?
No, let's not talk about drunk people vomiting.
Thanks, Mark. There's vomit outside my car, or my dad's car. So yeah, she gives it an 8. I give it an 8, and that's a compliment for someone who's not overly fond of just straight action movies, because superhero movies are action a lot, but they are also a superhero genre. So yeah, that's all we got for this one. I would say I would see Ouija tomorrow or on Saturday, but it is Halloween season. I should be seeing Halloween stuff, but I just don't want to see Ouija. And I know I have to review bad stuff too, and I actually feel bad I haven't reviewed a lot of bad movies for your entertainment privileges. But most of the movies I go see are actually pretty decent, surprisingly. I still haven't got to see Birdman. It hasn't made it to film screens here yet, but I hear it's going to be getting more screenings in a little bit, so I hope that it will come to our area soon. So yeah, it's not that I think Ouija looks terrible. I just
something that's been overdone.
It's a thing that's been overdone. I probably wouldn't have much to comment on it. If there's another Halloween movie coming out, I might comment on that. So instead of that, I may actually just put my 5 list up on Saturday instead, along with movie news. Just for a reminder, my 5 list to this week is not a top 5. It is instead 5 categories. It's my Halloween 5. My favorite movie for each Halloween monster. So ghosts, zombies, Frankenstein, mummy, and vampire. No, excuse me. Ghost, Frankenstein, zombie, werewolf, vampire. So my favorite movie out of those 5 genres of Halloween. So it's my Halloween 5, as it were. So I decided to change it up. But yeah, so that's that. I don't know what's next week. Actually, Nightcrawler comes out next week, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to catch that. Halloween it's not Halloween next week, so I don't know what's going to go on next week, but we'll see what happens. So yeah, as always, like, comment, share, subscribe. If you want us to review something, let us know. Put it in the comments below. Contact one of us on Facebook. We're easy to find. Samantha Francis, who dropped her phone. Brent Fish, Mark Hendricks Jr. So see you for the next one, folks. Bye-bye.